Right now it's 7:30. Breaking news. Sonoma County neighborhoods under siege as wildfires rage out of control. Dozens of homes destroyed, people leaving everything they own just to run for their lives.
And here's a look at where those three fires are burning right now. The Glass Fire is burning between St. Helena and Calistoga. Firefighters also battling the Boysen Fire and Shady Fire. Now the Shady Fire, it's one destroying so many homes this morning in Santa Rosa. And thank you for joining us as we come back on air to bring you the updates of those fires. I'm Marcus Washington.
And I'm Laura Garcia. We'll check in with Mike in just moments. He's got a look at evacuation routes and, of course, areas that all of us should avoid. Carrie has a look at these hot, dry conditions that are making it such a tough firefight for these firefighters and the winds. But let's check in right now with Today in the Bay's Bob Redell this morning. He's been live along Highway 12 in Santa Rosa and some of the nearby neighborhoods. And look at that. They are on fire. Bob?
Yeah, this is one home in the neighborhood that's at the end of this cul-de-sac here at Melita Glen Place, not far from Highway 12 here in East Santa Rosa. And this is the one home that is fully engulfed here. And don't know if it was a burning ember that blew in or if it was a fire in the back. There's open space in the back. But this is the one home that caught fire. And the fire department had been dousing water on it. They're not anymore. And it looks like this home, from what we can see, is going to be a total loss. If you look to the left, this neighbor on the left side, part of the left side, the right side of their house caught fire. The fire department was able to put that out and save the rest of the home. And then if you pan all the way to the left, you can get a better sense of what this neighborhood looks like. You've got about a dozen homes here that are surrounding, and the fire department, they've got say about 4 or 5 engines here. This is their main priorities, to protect the other homes. You've got firefighters at the other locations with their hoses ready to go, if need be, to spray water on these homes. But unfortunately for this homeowner, it's just so sad to see this, that of all the homes, this is the one home that went up, and the fire department just couldn't do anything about it. The challenges, of course, are the hot temps. It's very warm out here. Last time I checked, it was 90 degrees. And you've got the wind, these gusts that come and go. And that's where you have the issue with the embers. I mean, the fire started way back there behind the camera position, miles away, and over the past several hours, when it started yesterday, came down the hill, crossed Highway 12. We're south of Highway 12 now, and then it started burning. And so this neighborhood and other neighborhoods, there's a few other homes that we saw that were burned to the ground earlier this morning, and then you've got pockets of areas that were saved, either through good luck or through the efforts of those firefighters. Reporting live here in East Santa Rosa, Bob Redell, Today in the Bay.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't know the direction of this fire. That's why it's so important. If they say evacuate, it's best to evacuate. Bob, thank you.
Very much so. In fact, we want to give you a live aerial view right now. Sky Ranger is over the Napa County right now. Let's not forget that these started with the Glass Fire actually yesterday morning, and it exploded in size due to high winds in that area as well. And you can see the thick smoke enveloping the area. All that smoke is going to invade the Bay Area as a high fire danger alert continues this morning. Now let's go to Today in the Bay's Cierra Johnson. She's also in Sonoma County, one of the areas that's been extremely hard hit overnight, the Skyhawk neighborhood. You've seen so many homes this morning since we've been on air just go up in flames, Sierra.
Yes, it was especially evident when it was darker, but now that it's light outside, you're really just seeing the shell of what some of these homes are. If I'm yelling, it's because I'm having a hard time hearing you all. That's because that hose is hitting that home with a lot of power behind it. This was that same home where the roof essentially caved into the garage because of that fire. That car, when we were over here last time, had its flashers on and the alarm was going off. The windows of that car have now been blown out. We're not sure whether or not it's from the fire or from the hose. But if you just take a look down the sidewalk, it is pure devastation. Those are the homes that we were standing in front of in the 4 and the 5 o'clock hour. There were about 6 plots or 6 homes in a row that were all up in flames at the same time. And now you can see it's just a shell of what it was. There's still that one hot spot burning. There was that truck I referenced at 4 o'clock, and you can just see the extent of the devastation of that home. So out here, things are very, very bad for a lot of these homeowners. That the one neighbor I spoke to, the one that decided to ride out this fire, said that this is no longer a neighborhood. And he's right, it's really just a shell of what it was. Right now, I mean, I'm getting the feedback from the water they're using to knock down the flames. So very, very active here. They're doing what they can, but still a tough road ahead, guys.
And Cierra, I know you've been reporting since 4 o'clock this morning, and over the time we've seen a change and what looks like the air quality out there. Can you talk to me a little bit about that? Is it harder to breathe? Has it gotten worse over time?
I can't really tell if it's because we've been out here so long, but there are moments where you do have a shortness of breath. I changed my mask because my other one got wet, hoping to see if that did anything different. But it's hard to see in front of you. I mean, when the sun came up, it took us a while to actually realize that the sun, in fact, had come up because there was so much smoke in the air. But the gusts of wind that we had earlier this morning, those appear to have died down. I can tell you that, but the air quality is still pretty bad. Not sure if it's improved from this morning, but I can confirm that the wind has calmed down some, which could be good in this firefight.
It could be exactly what firefighters need right now. We know these hot conditions are going to continue as well. Thanks for the very latest there, Cierra. We'll continue to check back with you this morning.